Say amen, amen. Say amen. So we've started out right now. I want you to invite everyone. We are live now. Please kindly help to share and invite others. Amen. Amen. Yes, so our families go better. Everything go better. Amen. 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 Our lives go better. Amen. Our families go better. Amen. Everything go better. Amen. We go better. Amen. 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 Woo! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to another edition of Marriage Clinic Live. How are you today? Happy Father's Day. I would like to start by saying Happy Father's Day to all our men out there. We do celebrate you today, and we want to say that we do love you and we care about the fathers and the men in our life. I remain your host, Morolaya and Oputi. I would like to say welcome to you all. Welcome to another edition of Marriage Clinic Live. I would like to appreciate all our members, all our followers. Thank you for always joining us on this program. Thank you for your participation and for your time. I would like to also celebrate all our new members. Woo! During the week, we had nothing less than over 100 people joined us. And I would like to say thank you so much to everyone taking out time to invite someone to join us. I do appreciate you all. Welcome to all our new members. We celebrate you. Please, I'm encouraging you that you should try to participate. Don't just say, oh, I'm new, and you stay back and don't get involved. It's important that you get involved in all the conversations. So thank you so much for joining us. Please don't forget that we are strong. Our presence is strong also on Instagram and on YouTube. It is very important that you do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like I keep saying, we are expecting some guests that will be coming on the program live, and some of them will be coming live on our YouTube platform. Please do endeavor to subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we'll be putting out a lot out there almost on a daily basis or every other day. So do endeavor to subscribe. It is very important. Also, we have started out now. Please do share these videos with others, because it is important that others also learn from what we are doing. Thank you so much. I can see people are already joining, and people are already saying that they are already saying, wow, this voice gives me hope for a better Nigeria and a better living. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that comment. I believe that what we are doing on Marriage Clinic will go a long way in helping to reshape the minds of people in our society, because this is what our nation, even our continent and the world as a whole needs now. That is the honest truth. Perhaps in the past we have done things the way we wanted to do. We've done things, in a way that has not really produced much result. But this day we have more people springing up and having a rethink and asking critical questions. If things have been done this way over the last 2 or 3 or 4 decades, and we are getting this kind of result, is it not time for us to revisit how we are doing these things, and for us to introduce maybe new patterns, new behaviors, and new attitude in order to get new results? So it is important that as human beings, we are open to learning. You keep learning. Like I keep saying here, we make sure that you learn, you unlearn, and you relearn. It is important that so long you are alive, that you keep learning on a daily basis, because that itself will inspire confidence in you when you go out there, and it will also help you to be able to direct yourself and the affairs around you in a right manner. So that is imperative for all of us to know. So today we'll be looking at a very interesting topic that says investing in the man and the male child. Investing in the man and in the male child. But before I start, please, I want all the wives in the house to greet their husbands and say Happy Father's Day. Even your sons, please greet them Happy Father's Day. Your fathers, your parents, please leave them messages or call them, let them know, oh, Happy Father's Day, we celebrate them. It's not only mothers that we should be celebrating. You know, today I even tried to look for a song, you know, about fatherhood or that sings to the father, but I could not get one. But don't worry, I'm sure our fathers do know that we do appreciate them, and we recognize your importance in our lives as women, in our home, and even in the nation. So straight to business now. Today we'll be looking at the topic investing in the man and in the male child. Now, when you hear that word, man or male child, I mean, everyone is interested. Why? Because ordinarily, one of the things that gives the greatest joy in life, at least mostly in the African setting, is when you give birth to a male child. When a male child is given birth to, you need to see the celebration. You need to see, you know, how everyone will rejoice with the family that, wow, you've given birth to a male child. Congratulations. I mean, the celebration is usually different when you have a male child, you know, compared to when a female child is being given birth to. I mean, the narrative is changing gradually, but in African setting, I know that there are some people with that mentality that until you have given birth to a male child, you've not started. Now, I want you to know that the joy, you know, and celebration attached to giving birth to a male gender or having a male gender as a child should not end or stop at the time of their birth. It should not stop or end at the time of their birth, because when we give birth to these boys, you know, when we have a male child, the question is, what effort are you making to invest, to train, to groom that male child to grow up into becoming, you know, a grounded man in life? Because it's not just enough for us to give birth to these male children and we say, oh, we have a male figure in our house. No, it's not enough. We don't want the joy and that celebration to only stop at the time of their birth. We want to be able to look at our men in society, our men at home, you know, even our male children. We want to be able to look at them and still have joy and celebration in our heart that we have raised men indeed. We have raised a rare breed. We have raised strong and grounded men, men who are strong and grounded in character, you know, men that are noble, men that knows their right, you know, that knows their right from their left, that knows the difference between good and bad, you know, not just being that, you know, man or male figure. No, that is not enough. There is more to the masculinity gender than just saying, oh, I'm a man, oh, he's a man, oh, I gave birth to a man, and that is all. No, in fact, being a man means three things. Men are wired, you know, specially to do three things in life. Please, let's take note of this. They are wired specially to do three things in life. Number one, they are wired to protect. Secondly, they are wired, you know, to provide. They are wired to provide. And thirdly, they are wired to procreate. They are wired to procreate. Those three things, men are wired to protect, to provide, and to procreate. But what do we see in our society today? We see a lot of men that do the third point very well, I mean, which is the procreation part. We see, many men who can procreate very well. I mean, when it comes to scoring goals, doing the do's, getting into the act, and giving birth to children, we have so many that can do that effortlessly. I mean, effortlessly. All they want is, we just want to have sex and more sex and give birth to children. A lot of men can do that. And I mean, 9 over 10 of men will do that conveniently. But you see those first two, his ability to protect and to provide, some men struggle with that and they don't even understand it. That is the truth. And that is the reason why we are doing this today. As a woman, you need to listen to what we are saying today, because whether you like it or not, you have a role to play in the life of that man you call your husband, and in the life of those children you call your sons. It starts from when they are young. Any man you see today as an adult who is dysfunctional in his behavior, who behave erratically, who springs up negative surprises every now and then, check their upbringing. It's from childhood. It's either they are trained by those parents that believe that, this child is man, he's the king of the house, please leave him, let him be free to do whatever he like. You don't correct him, you don't teach him about life, you don't train him about what it means to really be a man and not just a male figure, because there is more to being a man. We are not talking about the physical look, we are not talking about your physique, the fact that you have a broad chest, you have biceps, or even six-pack. No, that is not what we are talking about. We are talking about the intent of the man, what the man is made up of. We are talking about his character. We are talking about his abilities. We are talking about what he carries on his inside. And that is why, see, that first two that I said many men struggle with, which is his ability to protect and his ability to provide. Now, I want you to know that your ability to protect as a man has been wired in you. You are created to protect, your home, your family, the people around you. So if you as a man is created to protect, you shouldn't now be the one, destroying the people around you, eating the people around you, beating up the people you are meant to be protecting. No, you shouldn't be the one hurting the one you are supposed to be protecting, punching them, inflicting emotional pains and emotional injuries on them, exposing them, to external diseases, sexually transmitted diseases by your promiscuous lifestyle. No, it shouldn't be you that is meant to protect your home and members of your family that will be the one attracting danger to them. Men, I want you to listen. See, there is a lot happening out there these days, and it has to start from even you protecting yourself as a man, being aware that, hey, out there are so many things going on, and I need to be conscious of the fact that I need to be safe, I need to protect myself, and that protection needs to be extended to also members of your family, members of your home, your wife. Part of protecting her is also assisting with chores, because a man that protects his wife will not watch the woman lifting heavy objects. You will not watch her in pregnancy, doing hard chores. No. a man who is protective will not do that, and part of also protecting them is to also be the spiritual leader of the home, because as a man, is not just being a man and being able to have sex and impregnate a lady that you are meant to do. No, you are also supposed to be the spiritual leader of your home, protecting them in the place of prayer. Religion, society have trained our women that please pray for your men, pray for them. See, which is good. As a matter of fact, I am a product of prayer, and I support praying for men. But to balance it, I also believe that men should learn to stand up and pray for themselves. See, because nobody can pray for you like yourself. Nobody. I've been in this business of prayers now, it's over a decade, and I know what it means to pray and get results. See, no one can pray for you like yourself. You are the one that will stand and say, Father, this is it. This is what I don't want in my life. This is what I want change. This is the changes I want to experience. This is the next level. You are the one, because you know where it's paining you, so you can adequately express yourself, to the big Father. But in a situation whereby you have been trained to have a mindset that as a man, you don't need to pray. It's the woman that should be praying for you. She should be praying for you. Yeah, she will pray for you. But please, you too should be a spiritual giant on your own. Be the spiritual leader of your own. You shouldn't be the one, that we will find making calls, shouting, making noise when your wife is trying to mobilize the children to come and have morning devotion. No, it should not be you, because you are supposed to protect them, and part of that protection is also spiritual protection. If you are not taking your place as a leader, please, how can you rightly protect them? Spiritually, you have to take your place, as a father, in protecting your home, your family. Don't leave all the work to the woman alone. Don't say, oh, it is the woman that should pray. When you have a bad habit, you will say, let the woman go and pray and fix it. No, you should be the one to say, Father, I'm a man. I should be grounded in my character. I should be a role model to my children. I should leave a legacy on this earth. My footprint, on earth should be such that it's such that it cannot be erased, such that when men look back and they hear of your name, they will say, oh, blessed is that man. Why? Because he came to show us the light. He came to lead us by example. He came to wipe our tears away. He came, to do things that ordinarily other men will not do. Now, do you know that this same thing that is happening in homes and marriages is also spilling into government, is spilling onto every other sector, of the nation? Why? Because the people that are supposed to be protecting us, that are supposed to protect the citizen, at times when you look at it and you see all what they are doing, you will be wondering, are they really protecting us, or we are being exposed? So you want to start from the home. So as a mother, as a father, whether if you have a male child, tell yourself, this boy will not just be raised to grow tall, to grow biceps, six pack, and say, I have a man in my home. No. You want to teach him values. You want to inculcate good habits into him, godly values, godly character. You want to teach him how to approach his bigger daddy. And I mean God. Because if you have a child that you are giving education to, you've made everything available to that child. That child, you are sending that child to school, giving education to that child. See, giving education to a child without God will still amount to raising, a lawless and a wayward child. That is the honest truth. Education without God is still raising ungodly men. So you have to teach them, in addition to that education, to that ABC they are going to school to learn, to that chemistry, biology, physics they are learning in school. In addition, you need to teach them God, how to fear God, how to understand life through the eyes of God. Is very important. And it is your responsibility as a father to do that and to lead by example. Don't leave everything for the mother alone and say, no, it's their mother that should be teaching them about God. No, you, the father, teach them as well. Let them see you, reading from the Holy Book, whichever religion you are practicing. Let your children see you reading from the Holy Book, praying from the Holy Book, because it is what you are doing that they will be emulating. It's not what you are saying. Because I'm sure some of us will be telling our children, do as I say, but don't do as I do. Do as I do. You have to behave well, so that through your behavior, they can learn, humility, they can learn respect, they can learn hard work, they can learn nobility, they can even learn what it means, to pray, as an individual. They will draw their identity, both from God and from you. That is very important. Now, you see that second point that talks about men are wired to provide. So many men struggle with that in our today's world. Ability to provide. Hey. Now, we may say that it is economy. Fine, it's true. The economy has a way of also limiting, men in helping them to earn income. But you know what? See, me, I've moved past using the economy as an excuse. As a matter of fact, I don't operate by this economy. That is the honest truth. I've told myself I live beyond this economy. So one of the things you need to know and understand as a man is that, see, if you are taken from your comfort zone and put in a desert where there is no help, where there is even no government or anything, any support system, if they put you there, see, you should train yourself as a man that even from that desert, you will sit down and engage your mental ability and begin to tell yourself, okay, so what is it in this desert that I can, make use of to produce something that will fetch me what I need? What can I use in this desert, to change my story, to change my life in the journey of life? Because let me tell you something, what you need is always around you and within you. But the challenge is many people, they've not taken out time to harness what they have around them and within them, rather than you blaming government, blaming uncle, blaming your wife, and she's the one, and she doesn't want to support me, and she doesn't. Please sit down and ask yourself, what can I do? What do I love to do? What am I passionate about? Engage yourself, apply yourself. Now, if you don't know what to do, please take trainings. See, recently, the last time I spoke, I said that COVID-19 is a game changer. It has come to change a lot of things, and that is the honest truth. And the earlier we wake up to that reality, the better for us. Now, this day, internet is the electricity of our economy. See, as we are right now, if you want to learn a course that you've never learned before in your life, you can sit in front of your computer, even or on your phone, and take a course and learn something new. Some of the things I'm doing today, at times, even this technology you are looking at times people believe that, oh, I have a media team that is doing this for me. But the honest truth is, this that you are seeing is me sitting down, studying, learning about it, and doing it myself. When I tell people this, I do this myself, they are wondering. I mean, apart from the graphic design, but even the graphic design, I've gotten the materials for it, and I will sit down, I will learn it, and I will understand it. Now, if a woman is going to that extent, learning new skills, acquiring new skills, how much more a man? The fact that we are locked down or we are in a lockdown does not mean you should be mentally locked down. No. As a matter of fact, you should always pray to God. God, help me. Unlock my mind, unlock my mind. I want to be able to think differently. I want to be able to scan my environment and look at what I need to add to my environment, to do, and to be able to add value to my environment so that I can convert it to provision of service, and I'll be able to generate income, out of that service. But what do we have today? We have, some men that all they want is, okay, if you don't employ me, then that is all. I mean, if I don't get a job, then that is all. They just sit down. They can't think out of the box. You can't reason that what else can I do to earn me money? Because see, as a man, you have a responsibility to contribute to the living expenses of the home, or to even pay all your bills, if possible. But today, what do we have? We have more women paying bills. We have more women contributing to the living expenses of the home. Why? Because more women are learning. They are applying themselves. They are thinking, differently. They are trying, they are trying to say, what can we do? They will try so many things, but we have the men saying, I'm man. So if it's not office job, I can't do any other thing. Please, sir, gone are those days. Everything is changing, and it's changing very fast. See, now, in the economy we have now, with what COVID-19 has done, you can be gainfully employed in an office, and at the same time you are still earning a lot of passive income, online. That is the honest truth, such that you have like 3, 4, 5 sources of income. Those area where you have just one income and you will depend on that to run your own, to sustain your living expenses, those areas are fast gone, because that one income cannot support your own. It cannot pay all your bills. That is the honest truth. And that is why some men will be fighting with their wives, fighting with their, see, that energy you are using to fight her, why not use that energy to sit down, learn a skill, ask yourself, why is my earning ability poor? What do I need to do to boost my earning ability and my earning capability? There is something you can do. If it means taking a training, taking a course, please do it. And that takes us to also, raising our male children. See, gone are those days when you are just raising your male children just to know book in school. They will know book, you will teach them academic, but at the same time, they need to have vocation, life skills, and technical skills. They need to have it, because that is what will save them as a man when they become married in future. Because the honest truth is, we cannot guarantee you that jobs will always be there. With what is happening everywhere all over the world, jobs may not always be there. It may not always be there. So we should be raising more men who can sit down and think to themselves, what can I do? What business can I create that I can use to earn income, and have and be able to provide for my home? And see, for all those men that are still using their wives as ATM and using your parents as ATM, see, you need to wake up. You need to wake up, because the kind of men that we want in marriage are men who can take their place and also provide as a man, because you've been wired to provide. May you not give your place to another. May you not give your office to another. So even though it is important for your wife to contribute, it is necessary for you as the man to take the lead. It is necessary for you as a man to also bring something to the table and say, my dear, you know what, let's this is my own income as well. It's not always good that you have just one person contributing to the living expenses of the home, just one person doing everything. It can be very burdensome and it can be annoying. Those are the things that wear out couples, that wear out marriages, and before you know it, they will start quarreling, they will start fighting. Love will be fading away in their heart. Why? Because the hardship is too much. So please, as parents, let's raise this voice, to be greater men, stronger men, to be men, that will go into marriage and we will be proud of. Men that we will still be celebrating them, not only when we give back to them, but as a teenager, as an adult in their midlife, even in their old age, we will still be celebrating them, because when we look at them, we say, these are real men. Those are the kind of men we want to raise in our time and in our generation. Now, another advice I have for the men, because I titled this Investing in the Men and in Our Male Child. Now, part of the way to invest in the men is that, see, it is important for you to attend, men's retreat, or men's seminar, or men's training. Now, I noticed from experience that when you call for maybe a marriage seminar, the population of women that will turn up, it's like 80 to 20. Population of women that will turn up compared to men is like 80 to 20. Why? Because the women are always eager. They want to see things work. They have this unusual drive, to want to make things work. But the men, they some of them think that, I know it's all job. Please, I don't need. They want to do things by trial and error. Okay, that is why you have been struggling. Oh. It cannot work like that. You cannot do marriage based on trial and error. If you are currently struggling in your marriage, it is time for you to come and take classes. Come and take classes. As a matter of fact, very soon we'll be starting classes for couples, especially those ones that have been having serious issues, the serious cases. Have been engaging some of them. You can, in fact, when you interview some of them, you will be wondering, so what were you guys doing during your courtship period? Because it appears you guys don't even know each other at all. It's like you married a familiar stranger. In fact, there are times that when you hear both of them, you will know that this man does not even understand the wife that he married. And when you hear from the man too, you realize that this woman, hey, she's still acting like a baby in marriage. She does not even know the man that she married. Now, when you don't know each other, please, how will you be able to meet each other's needs? It's not possible. Is it not something that you know and that you understand, that you will be able to apply yourself to efficiently? When you don't know what the man likes, what he dislikes, you don't know what fans his flame, you don't know what he fancies, you don't know what she's going through, whether she's pregnant. In fact, I don't even want to start some things now, because yesterday, all throughout yesterday, I was attending to different cases on the phone, and when I heard some things, I was just like, no, now this is not how marriage should be done, because this marriage thing is not two strangers living together. No, it is two people that knows each other. It's not two strangers, but that is how some people are in their marriages. They are two strangers coming together to live together in only matrimony. Two strangers living together in only matrimony. Have you heard of that before? That is why there is issue, there is crisis, and they are not taking out time to learn how to understand this partner that I have married, so that all this fight can reduce, so that all this quarrel can reduce. When you call them, oh yeah, come and take classes, the men, they will not come. Please, don't ever think you are too big to learn as a man. See, always learn. As I am, at times some people always think that I'm a man, because some of the things I do are things that men struggle to do, but I get to do them effortlessly. At times I even ask myself, how come I do these things so effortlessly? I realize that it is the strong desire, it is the drive and the help of God. Because if you don't have a drive or desire to even get those things done, how will you go out of your way to go and learn about how to get that thing done? When I want something to work, I go out of my way, I pay the price, I gain knowledge. As I am, I read like anything. I can sit down and I will not stand up from that chair till midnight. I'm reading, I'm researching. I want to know what is behind this thing, and I will unravel it by the help of God. So if a woman can be doing that, how much more a man? A man should have better drive, and that a man should be like, I'm supposed to be in charge. I shouldn't be the one that they are spoon feeding. I shouldn't be the one they are pushing that, come and go and learn this now. Come and learn it. No, in fact, when we call for training or seminars, you should be the first person, that will say, please, let's come and learn. There was one funny one that I heard yesterday, and I laughed. And after I laughed, I was just thinking about it, and God, what is happening to some of these men? Because when I heard it, I've never heard it before in my life, and I was like, what sort of thinking is that? So what happened? The man and the lady, before they got married, some years back, they went, to attend a counseling class in their worship center. So while they were in the class, according to them, they said the class is not a one-on-one class. It's like maybe 20 people, in the class and at their worship center. So while they were attending this class, their teacher said, if you are here, their teacher said, I want to know, out of all of you here, who is the person that apologizes the most when they do anything wrong? Who apologizes the most? Then the guy said that he noticed that all the men did not raise up their hand, that he was the only man that raised up his hand, and that because he's the only man that raised up his hand, and being the one that apologizes most, that he felt that no, it is that since all the other men did not raise up their hand, that they apologized first, or they apologized the most, that he felt that so what that means is that it is the women that should apologize first, and it is the women that should apologize the most. That so he told himself, from today I will stop apologizing to her. You know, anytime I wrong her, I will not apologize. I will still be waiting for her to apologize. Meanwhile, he's the one that wronged out. So can you see how mindset, where some mindsets are being gotten from? And I was like, no, it has nothing to do with male or female gender. When you are wrong, you should apologize. Don't wait and say, oh, because where I went to, all the men did not raise up their hand. It was all the women that raised up their hand, that they are always the first to apologize. So because of that, I as a man, I will stop apologizing. I mean, that is absurd. That is why, see, we need to unlearn a lot of things. We need to relearn, because some things are not just right. As adults, we should know better. And that is why taking training, participate. Now a lot of trainings are going on online. Try and spend your time, attending those training, participate in those training, try to learn something new. And see, let me tell you something, any marriage training that you attend where you will not hear the truth of your life, the truth that anyone has never told you before, as far as I'm concerned, you are still wasting your time. You are still wasting your time, because it has to be a place where they will tell you the truth, and after you hear the truth, you will go back and you will lose your sleep and say, so you mean I've been doing things wrong for this many years, so you mean this is where I need to fix? Because some people don't even know at all. That is part of what I do. I will open your eyes, I will pieces your face and let you know that, see, you know what, you need to, this is the root of the problem. This is what is causing the crisis. And when you know the truth, what happens? That truth will set you free. It has a liberating feeling when you discover the truth behind your issues, the truth behind your problem, the truth behind your marital crisis. It is time for you to discover that truth, and you have to do that by learning. Same thing with all these young children that we are grooming. Please teach them how to learn. They must learn new things. They must learn new things. Don't say, oh, it's only your book you will learn. No, as little as my son is, he knows how to operate electrical appliances. Don't just say, oh, it's only book. Let them try out things. Teach them technical skills. Let them learn new things every day, because that is what the life we are living in now demand. Don't be fixed in your ways. Lastly, I would like to say that as a man, it is important that we invest in loving genuinely and loving from the heart. See, because if you don't love genuinely as a man, you will be creating crisis in your home, and you'll be creating problem for the society. Stop going into marriage just because of what you see, like, oh, I like her body shape, oh, I like her curves. No, it should not be the reason why you are going into marriage. You should be going into marriage with someone because you love them genuinely from your heart, because that it is the love from the heart that will sustain that marriage. It is not those physical looks, those curves, those biceps, those six pack. No, it shouldn't be by what you see. When you see a tall man, handsome look, and you say, because he's tall and handsome, let me fling myself on him and jump at him, and we quickly go and get married. You are looking for trouble, because that man, you don't even know him at all. That woman, you don't know her at all. And that is why some of us, when we now end up in the marriage, we will now discover that we married a stranger. Oluwa, this one is a familiar stranger that I married. So please, it is important that we love genuinely, and let's start teaching our boys to how to love people genuinely. They should not be users. Stop using people. Don't be a user. Train your male children, or even let your husband know that please don't be a user. Be love genuinely. Don't be the kind of men that when you want to have sex, no foreplay, no romance, you just want to go in and hurt the woman. No, that is a user. See, someone that loves with the heart will cuddle you, will pamper you. There will be foreplay. There will be things that will make it easy for the woman. You know, those things will come first before the real act. So many things like that. And please don't exempt your male children from house chores. Let them do chores. It's very important. Let them be useful in the house. Don't say, because he's a man, he's a male, he should not do chores. Please let them do chores. It's for their own good and for their future. So I'd like to stop here now. I think I've said a lot. Please don't forget, do share this video. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel and keep following us. Keep participating in all of the posts we'll keep putting out there. In fact, there are very interesting ones that came in over the weekend. I will be putting them out, during the week, and please do participate. Thank you so much. I remain your host, Morolai and Okuti. Till we meet again, I say bye-bye.